Alright, we are back and we have another binder, or a dex update, if you will. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I figured now would be a good as time as any, what with a new month. And so let's get right into it. A lot of this, same as what you've seen. We have the starter page right here. And then we move on to the next page, next page of the decks. Yep, still mostly the same. We still have the fun arts of things like the Fletchinder there. We have the Palmy there. We have, again, the Scovit here, right there. A Greedent is behind this, as you will be able to see. But I just have the Scovit here because it's a better art and it looks better. So let's get that back in there. Next page. We have that fun, the Rookie D there, so the evolutions are behind there as well. Azumarill, Marill, Azurill is not here, and I'll get into that. We have the Clodsires, and then the Gardevoirs. That evolutionary line. Here is a Pichu, and we do not have that for the same reason we do not have an Azurill, which is because those two are only available in very old sets. I'm talking like Sun and Moon era, right? So long time ago, not really available anymore. If I want those packs, I have to pay like a retro premium, so those are probably gonna be like $10, $15 per pack, and that really goes against, not only does it go against the spirit of this, where I go to Target or anywhere that has packs readily available. That's just too much money to spend on a single pack of Pokemon cards. Like, let's be honest here. Pichu, Azurill, and if I consult my lovely list here, one of the other old pack Pokemon is Igglybuff. So Igglybuff is also one of the things that we do not have because it is in old packs that are not readily available. So I'm not going to count those for the overall dex number. Once I fill out everything else that I can, then I will probably just buy those 3 cards individually online to complete the base Paldea dex. I think our first shiny there, the Radiant Serena. And then Sudowoodo here. We still need Bonsly. It's been evading me, but one day we'll get it. Moving on, let's see. We have Lycanroc EX, our second shiny. I think that's our second shiny. Let me actually go back because I don't think we missed any other shinies. Right. Yeah. So Serena's the first shiny, and then Luxio being the second shiny there. This, remember, I got that from the deck, the battle deck. Here we are missing Flapple. We are missing a Flapple in this spot. Don't really know where that is available. I know it's in like a Brilliant Stars check lane blister, but if I can get one of those, hey, that'll be great. And then probably one of my favorite things in the entire decks, this Miss Magius looks so good. Let me take it out. Come on. Ah, there it is. The art is just so good here. It is one of my favorite things that I've pulled in this journey. We have Cradominable and Abominable, and I was correct. That we did not have a Crabrawler, so now we do. And then shiny Pelipper. Let's see, moving on. Here, this is supposed to be, that is Arrokuda and Barraskewda. Both of those are in Fusion Strike, and I believe Vivid Voltage. If I get any, it'll probably be Fusion Strike. Those are more recent, so that'll be where those come from. Here, that is Florges, which is in Twilight Masquerade. So in addition to the Dreepy and Dragapult that we need, Florges is also in that set, so that just means we need a little more Twilight Masquerade. What else do we have? the Annihilate that I remember getting from the box. We did manage to pull 2 of these Armor Rouge arts. Special illustration rare. We have 2 of these. So I think that's pretty neat. And then this Whiscash. So Whiscash and 1 other Pokemon in the decks here. I recently did a double budget video with Obsidian Flames and Twilight Masquerade, in which I stated that I needed Whiscash and that other Pokemon that we'll get to. And I managed to pull that other Pokemon and I was excited because I thought we didn't have it. Turns out I did. And I actually ended up pulling nothing new at all in those 12 packs. And so hindsight is completely 2020 there. We have the EV page, the EV pages. Got all of these from that EV box. That if I remember to do in editing, I'll probably put like a link up there somewhere. I think that's where that goes in YouTube videos. Is this? Oh yeah, we did build that Dunsparce. I think this is from Crown Zenith because you can tell with the yellow border. And let's see, Shroodle. No, yes. Was it Shroodle? It was either Shroodle or Grafai. I had to get the Grafai EX box for one of these things, right? No, it's Shroodle. It is Shroodle because you could tell. Because it has the little black star there that tells you it's a black star promo, and those promos are from those boxes. So I had to get an actual guaranteed box for just a Shroodle. That makes me feel very, very good. Let's see, and then after the Grafai, this I believe is a Stantler, also from Fusion Strike, but also Astral Radiance. I think, no, that is Stantler, not Weirdeer. Here is Amoonguss, and that is also in Obsidian Flames, so that is one of the reasons that we still need that set. Moving on. We still have that Ditto. We did manage to pull a second one of these from Crown Zenith. I know it has Numel on here, but it is a Ditto. It's just transformed into a Numel. Here is the Stunky. See, that is a little strange. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that because the most recent printing of that, as of this video, is Rebel Clash. And that's not so easily available anymore. So that might fall into the same category of, Azurill, Igglybuff, Pichu, stuff that, can't really get anymore. So we will see. I'll see if I can. Hopefully upcoming sets will have it. But if I get to the point where I have everything but those 4, I'll probably just get those by themselves. Well, not 4. There is one other Pokemon that fits into that category, which should be coming up pretty soon. And then here we have Poltergeist, also in Obsidian Flames. One of the reasons that I have been trying to get as much of that as I can. Here we have Fomantis, and then there should be the extra one. Yep, there. That is Lorantis. Those are available in battle styles. I did open some battle styles not too long ago in the hopes of getting those, but sadly I was not lucky enough to get them. Here are 2 shinies in a row, both bugs. We have Fortress, EX, and Scyther. I think that's pretty fun. And now we move on to the next page. I don't think Mudsdale was in here last time I did this, so that's a nice addition. As is this Volcarona. This took forever to get. This was one of the chase cards from both Obsidian Flames and Crown Zenith. This one is specifically from Crown Zenith, so I'm very, very happy we got that. This is a Salamence spot. It is one of the it's the same type of Pokemon as Igglybuff and Pichu and Stunky, in which it hasn't had a release recently, and so it becomes harder to get. The most recent one is Evolving Skies, which very, very difficult to come across, especially in places like big box stores like GameStop or Target or Walmart. You are not going to find those there. And then if you want the actual single packs from like third-party places like TCG Player, they are price gouged to hell and back, right? And then the next most recent one for Salamence is Darkness Ablaze, which, if I remember correctly, Darkness Ablaze is available on the Pokemon Center website, but it's only the Elite Trainer boxes. And that is a route I could go through, but I don't want to spend $40 just for the chance of pulling one card. And even if I do get that one card, it is still $40 that I spent for that one card, and that's not feasible. That's not viable for me. Right? It's not something I want to do. So that's why, to me, Salamence falls into that same category of the Pichu, Igglybuff, and so on. Here is the Grimmsnarl. That is also in Fusion Strike. So I'll probably get more of that if I can find it. It is starting to disappear from stores, but I do still see it every now and then. I do think the Pokemon Center also does still have that, so I'll probably go down that route. Here we have that Varoom that we recently pulled from that double budget from Obsidian Flames and Twilight Masquerade, in which I did not end up pulling anything new like I thought I did. But we did get a full secret illustration rare, so that's always nice. Those are always fun to get. Moving on. Here we need Dreepy, and then there we need Dragapult. Those are in Twilight Masquerade. Dragapult I can get guaranteed in like those knockout collections, so I might just do that if it becomes necessary to do so. But there's a route for these, which I'm happy about. Moving on, we have this is an empty space this is Cloyster, actually. Cloyster is from 151 in Fusion Strike. Again, Fusion Strike rapidly becoming one of those target sets that we need. And this is just an extra space. I did not space these out correctly, so there's a reason I have like stacking in the beginning, so that I can have all of this binder does not hold 400 cards. I think it holds like 360, so I had to stack a few because the Pokedex for the base Paldea Dex is 400, and I did it wrong, and so this is just an empty space. I'll probably redo this at some point, but it's a pain, so I'm not doing it now. Let's continue. We have Dragalge there. We also did get this from Crown Zenith, the same as we did for Corona, so that's very nice. Here is Toxapex, and that is from Silver Tempest. I think that is the only thing we need from Silver Tempest, so if I do manage to find some of that, I'll definitely get it. It's a low rarity card, so I don't really feel too bad trying to get it. Still need that Toxapex there. And as we turn the page, we go to the other Pokemon I was talking about with Wishcash, Beartic. In my recent video before this, I pulled a Beartic from the Obsidian Flame sets that we opened, and I thought it was new. It was not new. This was already in here. As a matter of fact, I have that same Beartic that I pulled off screen here. So that is just a painful reminder, if you will. Moving on, and to this empty space here, that is for Avalugg. Evolving Skies is the most recent one that has the actual like regular Avalugg, but Astral Radiance has the Hisuian version, and I'm completely fine with Hisuian versions. There's a Hisuian Gudra in here that I'm perfectly fine with filling up the Gudra slot. The same can be said here for Braviary. It's the exact same with Avalugg here. It's in Evolving Skies, but also the Hisuian version is in Astral Radiance and Silver Tempest. So, along with the Toxapex, we can hopefully try and get the Braviary there. And now we move on to Paradoxmons. We have every single Paradox Pokemon, and I'm very, very happy for that. In fact, the Braviary here, it's the last missing missing gap in this entire binder. Everything else from this point on, completely filled. We have it all. I have all the Paradox Mons. You even have a shiny Great Tusk there, so that's fun. Our last page, our legendaries. I know Goldengo doesn't count as legendary, but it probably should. We got the Wuchien, Qianpao, Tinglu, Chiyu, the Roaring Moon that was evading me for a long time, but came in a blister pack. I did not put the fancy Iron Valiant in here because I kind of want to preserve it, so it's in like it's in a top loader. But Koraidon will bring us to the end of this binder update. We have, out of 400, we have 375 Pokemon, which means we only have 25 to go. We are rapidly approaching the end. Out of those 25, about, was it Azrael, Pichu, Igglybuff, Stunky, Salamence? Out of those 25, about 5 of those are hard to get. So really, realistically, there's only 20 left. And so we are rapidly approaching the end. Once I finish this binder, I will be moving on to the expansions. I'll be doing Kitakami, and I will be doing Blueberry Academy as well. I don't know if I'll do them at the same time. I might start with Kitakami and then move on to Blueberry to space things out a little more. But I will be putting them in the same binder. If I can, I'm sure there's binders that hold 400 because there's 200 in each. Be on the lookout for that. Once this specific series, for the base Paldea decks anyway, is over, we'll be moving on to that. But that is your binder update for now. I'm doing this for a little more than a year. Can't believe it. And we are approaching the end. That's your update for now. And thank you for just watching this with me. And I will see you all next time.